Hey, welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. It's the local sports report every Thursday night. I'm your host, Coach Tripp, along with my buddy, Coach Hobbs.
Peace.
Coach Mark Cobley. We've got a special guest today, three-time national champ golf coach, UWF, Coach Steve Fell.
Yes, indeed.
Coach, man, thanks for joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
Man, what a whirlwind it's been. Holy macaroni, spaghetti, and pasta fazool. Your match, I guess, 2001, 2008, you're also national titleist. I don't know if those two were as close as this one, though. But, let's sudden death. You ended up 2.5, and then all five guys played sudden death hole. Talk about the tournament, how it started. I guess the top 8, right, go to match play, and you guys squeezed in the top 8, but then you started catching fire.
Yeah, we played pretty solid in the stroke play portion. We finished as the I guess it was the 2 seed, and so we were right there for the stroke play portion. I think they got us by 2 shots in that part, but yeah, we went out in the match play portion and won our first quarterfinal match against St. Mary's in Texas, 5-0. Played really well. Then we beat Wingate in our semifinals match. I think it was 3.5 to 1.5. Played pretty solid there as well, and then we had to take on Goliath in the finals. Colorado Christian, that's the defending national champs. They had won 11 tournaments this year. I think a combined 363 under par they were for those tournaments.
Holy cow.
4 first-team All-Americans they had. So it was a tall task, but, we felt like we could beat them if we, got the chance, and we got the chance, and we got it done. It took an extra hole, playoff hole, but, yeah, here we are.
11 tournaments they won. I mean, what was it, back in 2017, you guys won 8 tournaments, which was a school record.
Yeah. I mean, 11 tournaments is unheard of. I don't know anybody that's done that. But they had a really strong team, but I mean, they won 11 tournaments, but they're pretty much out west. So I would say their strength of schedule is not as strong as ours, but
right.
So that was kind of what we kept kind of saying, yeah, they've done this and that, but they haven't seen us yet. So
so then it comes down. So it comes down to the tie. All right, and then you guys fought back. TJ Thompson played the number 1 ranked player, and he fought back, being 4 strokes down. Eddie Lease makes the clinch an 8-footer for birdie to clinch it. Talk about some of the guys that really stepped up that had to win because it came down to just a couple strokes.
Yeah. TJ was down, I believe, 4 shots. He picked up a few shots between 13 and 15. He was still 1 down coming into 16. They both made par there, so he's still 1 down. I was with him on 17 and 18. 17 as part of the bear trap. PJ National, and they had that pin tucked all the way in the back, which is a real small sliver of a green back there with water all around the right side and behind. a bunker on the left where if you get in that bunker, you're heading back towards the water downhill. So you don't want to be there either. But TJ knocked it in there about 3 or 4 foot.
Oh my God.
The guy from Colorado Christian, Adam Duncan, the #1 player in the nation, who will end up, I believe, end up winning the Jack Nicklaus Player of the Year award. But he hit it in the bunker left, and I thought, Eddie had hit it into that bunker previously in a couple groups ahead, and it plugged. So I thought, if that's plugged, we're looking good, because it's almost bogey or double bogey if you get in there. Well,
Right.
we get up there and I look over and it's sitting up just perfect. So I couldn't believe that. But he got it up and down, and TJ makes his putt. So we're all tied going into 18 in that match, and they both hit their tee shots. TJ was a little further away than Adam. Adam's in the fairway over the bunkers. TJ hit it down just short left of the green with 3-iron, and Adam knocked it on the green. He had probably 40 foot for eagle. TJ hit his chip shot up there, ended up coming up about 20 feet short. Adam had then putted, he was probably 2 feet or so from the hole. So TJ had to make this putt, and he just poured it right in. I mean, I knew five feet away that it was going in. It was just perfect. And then we go into this big playoff, and man, it was crazy. We had they did it in groups of 5. So the first group was 3 of my players and 2 of theirs, and then vice versa, 2 of mine and 3 of theirs in the second group. And we didn't exactly hit great tee shots in our first group. Cooper didn't hit a great tee shot. He was in a left rough, but a ways back. TJ hit it down the right side, almost flirting with out of bounds, but it stayed in. He had to hit a wedge basically over some trees to get it down there in wedge range. Cooper basically had to kind of do the same thing, but out of the left rough. Pear was in the left rough a little further down. He was able to hit, what did he hit? He hit 7-iron just onto the green, but about 70 feet away. And then TJ and Cooper both hit it on the green. TJ hit his probably about 10 feet, I'd say. Cooper didn't hit such a great shot, but he was about probably 30 feet. Well, Pear was the first to hit, or first to putt, and he makes his 70-footer for eagle. And you know, I couldn't believe what I just saw, but and then Cooper Cooper ended up making bogey. He 3-putted. So it's taking your best 4 scores out of the 5. And then TJ makes his 10-footer. Well, the other 2 guys from Colorado Christian both made birdie. They both were around the green. One was short of the green, and one was in the bunker. They both got them up and down.
Wow.
So we're, in a pretty good spot. We're I would say, really one up at that point. So then the next group goes off, and my two guys hit it right down the middle, Eddie and Fabian, and then one of their guys actually hit it out of bounds. He hit it right of the cart path on 10 is out of bounds, and so that was one of their guys. Then the other two kind of didn't hit great shots either. So they both laid it up just short, probably inside of 100 yards or so. Fabian hit it just on. He's probably about 80 feet. And Eddie hit it in the right bunker, but he's got about at least 40-yard bunker shot.
Wow.
So we get up there. Those two guys hit their shots. One left at about 20 feet. One went past about probably 18 feet or so. Eddie hits his bunker shot up there about 8 foot. Great bunker shot from there. Fabian, he's about 80 foot, almost makes it to tap in range. And so now we have an eagle and 2 birdies. So, and then Eddie's up there about 8 foot for birdie. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, if one of these guys does not make their putts, we've won.
Yep.
Well, the first guy putts, makes it. So I'm like, oh my God, if this kid makes his putt, Eddie has to make it.
Wow.
Well, he just missed just low on the low side. So Eddie doesn't have to make his putt. All he has to do is 2-putt, but he actually ended up making it.
Oh my God, Coach! They did come down to the last.
It was insane.
Some miraculous shots, man. The 70-foot putt, the 40-foot bunker shot up and down, greenie. Oh my gosh! Wow. You've had some great players. I mean, over the years, of course, Blanchet, Kevin Ward, Brian Clark, Matt Galloway, of course, David Lingmerth. But Per Eklund and some of your guys, is Per the All-American? You have an All-American, right?
Cooper Tendick is the first team All-American.
Cooper Tendick was.
They haven't come out with the rest of the All-Americans yet, but TJ and Per will be, and Fabian will, and maybe even Eddie too will all end up being All-Americans.
Wow. You've had over 50 All-Americans. You'll probably have 4 this year. You only got one senior, right? Fabian's the only senior?
Yeah.
Wow. So you took 7, right? But you play with 5, but you took 7 guys.
I took 6. So you can take a substitute. So Mason Minkle went as our substitute. He never got a chance to get put in, but he,
got to play.
We didn't need anybody. So
yeah, you didn't need anybody. All the guys came through. Coach, man, I know you don't like to compare teams and rank teams, but I mean, you've had some great teams, and you got to be lucky, right? You got to be lucky and good.
Yeah, you do. You need a little bit of luck to win a national championship. I mean, it's just so difficult to go through, and that's such a long week. I mean, we had 2 back-to-back 12-hour days. Thursday and Friday, because you play 36 holes in the quarterfinals and semifinals on Thursday, which that's a 12-hour day, and then we had that long weather delay during the finals to where we finished at dark. So Yeah, that was some, plus,
4 hour? Do you have a 4 hour delay right at the end? I mean, gosh.
it was probably about 3.5, I would say. Pretty, yeah, somewhere in
Yeah.
that range.
Wow. Holy cow. All right. Rings, banquets, celebration. What do you guys what you guys do in 2001 and 2008 for the guys? And what is this team going to receive? They get national title rings or something?
Yeah, we're kind of just starting the process on getting the rings designed, and we'll we did a couple of little things. Just had dinner at the fish
Yeah.
house the other
Yeah.
night before the guys left to go home for summer. But yeah, we'll plan on doing some more things once they get back in the fall. Just kind of see what we can do. I don't know all what's gonna be done, but yeah, I'm sure we'll do something.
Coach, you played there at UWF. You've been there for 30 some years. I mean, how satisfying is it to win your third title at your alma mater? And there's a little bit of time between the last one and this. I mean, did you ever think it was ever gonna come, or you just kept hoping and grinding?
Yeah, I felt like we got one stolen in 18.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm
yeah,
still a little upset about that one, but and then we've just been so close here in the last since really 16.
right.
We've been quarterfinals, semifinals, runner up
Yeah,
almost every year. So
yep,
uh, I felt like we're just going to keep after it, and you know sooner or later we'll knock the door down. But
yeah.
you never know if it's ever going to happen again. I mean, it's so tough. I mean,
It is hard. It is hard. Um, what is it about UWF? I mean, Dave Scott just, I don't know, he brings a culture there. I'm sure you've had Division I offers to coach. Is it true you got offer from Notre Dame at one point in your career? Is that true?
well, I was kind of in the mix.
Were you?
I never got offered the job, but
But you're, yeah.
yeah.
Wow. What is
Uh,
it about UWF? Why do you love it here so much, Coach?
well, I was born and raised here,
Yeah.
so I'm from here.
Yeah.
My family's here. I it's home. And there's been some opportunities to go to some other places, but nothing that was extremely enticing to just pick up and move away.
Right.
Uh, Plus, I have my own kids that I wanted to raise here, so I can't see raising my kids in Miami. It's little crazy, but uh,
With does your wife Maureen and your girls Angel, Faith, and Hope, do they play?
my middle daughter Faith plays a little bit,
Does
and
she?
I got Hope and Faith to play first tee and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't. They just weren't super into it
Right.
like I kind of hoped. But that's girls. They either are or they're not. But
Right. Right.
uh,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
didn't want
Yeah.
to push
Right.
them into it. So
Oh, I know. I
uh,
bought my granddaughter like 3 sets of clubs, and she ain't got into it yet. So she ain't tried
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I've
You either
been
gotta
pushing.
love it or
Yeah, you either love it, or you don't.
Yeah.
Is there a PGA Tour player, coach, that you like and admire, or somebody from our generation that you've always looked up to and somebody on
well,
tour?
well. Joe Durant is I would he's my best friend really. So
Man.
I mean I look up to him as like my big brother, and
Yeah.
I mean he's such a class act, and he's always kind of helped out with the team.
Right.
And he's there for any kind of advice I need or anybody else. He's, somebody that I try to admire to be. There's a lot of guys. Of course, everybody's a Tiger fan. So
right. Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody is. He moves the needle like no other.
That's right.
Wow. Yeah. Jack Nicklaus. I got to walk around with Jack Nicklaus one time, and he was my golf era because I started playing when I was 5 years old. I started playing golf. So it's a love. It's a love, and I thank my dad for getting all my brothers to play golf at a young age. So it's a beautiful game. It teaches so much. Coach, we're so proud of you, man.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congrats. It's just amazing, Coach. I'm glad you're here at UWF, and I'm glad you're an Argo for life, and you should be celebrated. All the guys should be celebrated. You're just gonna keep reloading next year. They being the only one being gone, you're gonna just reload.
Yeah, got a strong class coming in next year.
Oh, good.
So looking forward to trying to repeat.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate you. Yeah, have a great day, man, and we'll see you soon, Coach. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Coach Steve Fell, 3-time national champion golf coach, man.
Wow.
Incredible is right. UWF's 11th national championship.
Yes. Go Argos.
Yeah, go Argos in many sports. Thanks for watching the show. Hobbs, thanks for being in.
Yes, sir. Peace.
We'll see you all next time. Have a great sports night, everybody. If you like it, share it and follow the podcast. Thanks so long.
Arbitrium Consulting for all your fencing, landscaping, pressure washing, tree trimming needs. Call 850-483-0350 for your free estimates. Serving Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Fort Walton, Destin, Perdido, Gulf Shores, Foley, and the entire Gulf Coast. Arbitrium Consulting is owner-operated, fully licensed and insured. Call today, 850-483-0350, the official landscaper of Coach's Corner.
Hey, Bama fans, this is Will Moore, president of the Pensacola Bama Club. You can find us at PensacolaBamaClub.com. We are your official alumni chapter in the Pensacola and surrounding areas. Membership is available to all alumni and all Bama fans, so come see us at one of our many events throughout the year. Our Bama football watch parties are the next best thing to being in Bryant-Denny Stadium. We even serve authentic stadium hot dogs. Membership, event, and contact information will be found on our website at PensacolaBamaClub.com. Roll Tide.
For 30 years, you have seen the orange Beck signs all over the Gulf Coast listing a property for sale or lease. Beck Partners is your trusted advisor in commercial real estate, property management, commercial and personal insurance. Senior Vice President David Valletto has been with Beck Partners since 1989. Take advantage of his wealth of knowledge by calling him today at 982-7352. 982-7352. Extensive experience in all aspects of leasing, sales, management, and site selection will make sure your expectations are exceeded.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on your home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Will Rentschler is your go-to agent in Pensacola, Florida for the service you deserve at the price that you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Will Rentschler has you covered. Call 850-433-4678 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Legal disclaimer, individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.